Hey, everybody, welcome to the Masters Fantasy Show, brought to you by MastersFantasyFootballLeagues.com. As always, I'm joined by the Masters crew here, Dynasty Al, the Doc. What's up, guys?
How we doing?
Yeah, how's it going?
Oh, real good, man. Back, ready to talk some more Dynasty football, some more breakout players, this time at the tight end position. Right before we jump into it, if you could, hit the like and subscribe button. Love for you to come be a part of the Masters family. With that said, guys, let's talk some Dynasty football, the tight end position. Who's your first breakout player?
I guess I'll take the lead on this one. It doesn't even feel right because the Doc's not wearing his Notre Dame shirt. We had a listener send him this awesome Cavs 2016 shirt. But Notre Dame alum and Chicago Bear Cole Kmet, I think he's the real deal at the tight end position. The Doc could even tell you more about his game than I could. But just looking at the situation, we all expect Jimmy Graham to be gone. He'll probably get released because of his age and cap hit. They bring in Andy Dalton, who I'm not, super thrilled about in general, but I do think Andy Dalton's going to rely on the tight ends, and
he's got a history with Notre Dame tight ends.
He does, yeah. Tyler Eifert. So, yeah, I think Cole Kmet really is just looks the part of an NFL tight end. He can block, he can catch. He's going to be on the field all three downs. I think this is a really good breakout year 2 for him coming up. So. Go get Cole Kmet while you can. I bet, a third or second rounder for sure I think would be enough to grab him. So
yeah, he's probably a free agent in most leagues, honestly.
Yeah. Not in our league. He's on my roster. Yeah. Only because I know.
You got him on there.
I got him in the other
because
one,
I know how much you like him. So he likes all Notre Dame players. Yeah. So I figure stash one. True. If he starts to do pretty good, that's an easy second round pick for me.
It is, yeah. So I guess I'll go with mine then. I love the take, by the way, Al. I love the take, obviously. My guy here, I guess he's one of those guys, too, that had a lot of hype for a while and has just never really amounted to a whole lot because Zach Ertz was in his spot, as that number 1 tight end for quite some time, eating up a ton of the targets. I'm going to go with Dallas Goedert here. It seems like Ertz is done in Philly for good. He's still kind of there, but it just seems like he's going to end up somewhere else, which means this is Goddard's first opportunity to be the guy at tight end. I like this a lot just because I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to have to rely on him. When you look at who they have at receiver, they spent a first on Rager, and they have some other guys that are decent. I mean, like Greg Ward was a college quarterback. It's nothing special. So this is where I think Dallas Goedert's able to come in and use his talent, his athleticism, all the things that made him a relatively high pick for a tight end. I think these are the things that will make him a really good starter. And even though he's had a lot of hype before, I think this will be his first true season where he actually breaks out and gets that number 1 tight end volume. I hope that he can stay on the field. That's the one thing for me because he's had some issues with injury in the past too. But, yeah, talent-wise, I think this will be the perfect situation for him.
Yeah, I love it. I don't have a ton more to add. I feel the same. His college tape was phenomenal. He was like one of my favorite tight end prospects that year, just making one-handed catches. Look, he was a man amongst boys at the college level coming from a smaller school. I do think Zach Ertz is gone, as you mentioned, and, it's time for the Dallas Goedert show.
Yeah, and he's a guy I've seen in trades like the last couple of years. I mean, with a lot of hype and just hasn't quite hit that mark yet. I agree with you. I think this is the year. I think he surprises a lot of people. I'm going to jump here with mine. Kind of goes with your quarterback play. If you watched our quarterback episode of Breakout Players, if you didn't, go check that out. Same team. I'm going with Evan Ingram to break out this year. Another guy that had a ton of hype ever since he came into the league. A guy that, even in some of the trades I was watching, I used to scratch my head. Like, guys were giving up so much to give Evan Ingram. And I just hadn't quite seen it yet. And I hate to say it because I'm with you on just trying to believe in that Giants offense. It seems really hard to do.
Yeah.
When you look at the pieces there, though, man. And I think Evan Ingram's breakout season all depends on the health. Saquon Barkley. All this, Saquon needs to be healthy and have like a rookie season like he did.
Yeah.
If he does, I think Kenny Golladay balls out. I think Evan Ingram falls right into line with that. I think Danny Dimes is going to have a great season. I actually really love that pick as a potential breakout player that you can get for next to nothing, which seems odd because all of a sudden I'm looking at this Giants offense and predicting breakouts.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of stacked. As crazy as it sounds, there's a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball, and for the Giants.
Yeah. I absolutely love the take. I've had many shares of Evan Ingram over the past few years, and I feel like every year I look at his stats and I think to myself, just imagine if he's able to play 16 games.
Yeah,
17 games. That's the issue. He hasn't been able to stay on the field, and he keeps kind of hovering around those same stats. But, I mean, if he's able to put 17 games on the field without injury, I mean, despite adding weapons to the offense, I think he only has somewhere to go, and that's up. I mean, the numbers were pretty good anyways in the games with all those games that he's missed too. So, I mean, I think he's going to be a problem if he can stay on the field. He's just another guy that's just a crazy athlete, big mismatch for defenses.
Big mismatch.
Yeah, and one other thing I want to add about him too. It's one of the things that it's kind of hard to, it's not really calculated once these guys get into the league. But coming out of college, he was, obviously really, taller but skinnier, a thinner guy at the tight end position. Last year, he really looked like he had thickened out to me a lot. Like, it looked like he's put a lot of work into his body over the years. Unfortunately, it still didn't lead to a healthy season. But as you mentioned, like, I think he's doing all the right things. If he can stay healthy, and hopefully this is the year, he's absolutely a mismatched nightmare and just looks more and more like a complete tight end to me than he did from his rookie year.
I like it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this edition. As always, appreciate you so much for watching. If you're looking for a place to play Dynasty football, mastersfantasyfootballleagues.com. We've got over 600 Dynasty leagues. We've never folded a single one. That's all I got. Any last words, guys?
Thanks for listening.